Creating content in 2025 is way easier than it's ever been before, and there's so many tools to choose from, but the truth is you can still get plenty done with just ChatGPT. Hey, my name is Daniel, and today I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT to create content. And before we get into it, we have this incredible workshop series coming up where you'll learn how to use AI to create content, MVPs, agents, and all that good stuff. I definitely recommend checking that out. You'll see a link to sign up on the screen here. For the purpose of this video, what we'll do is we'll use a YouTube video that we created and we'll repurpose that into a LinkedIn post and a Twitter or X thread. And repurposing content is also a great way to avoid AI slop, because then you also have a knowledge base that you can go off of, and it doesn't just seem like gibberish that AI essentially came up with. And because we're using ChatGPT, I really recommend getting a paid ChatGPT account. One of the reasons being is that you'll have access to the project feature, and the project feature essentially lets you create a knowledge base based on resources that you can go off of when giving ChatGPT instructions, as opposed to, constantly updating your chat when you're trying to create something with ChatGPT. First things first, we need to know what exactly makes a good LinkedIn post, a good Twitter or X post, before we can actually feed the project our resources to begin creating content. And you can do this in two ways. One is searching the internet, looking for resources, and the other is you just ask ChatGPT. So what we'll do is we'll go for the latter and we'll ask ChatGPT. And there's two things that you can do here. One is you can just use 4.0, or you can use O3, which is what I like doing for things like this. So what I'll do is I'll ask O3, what makes a great LinkedIn post and a great X/Twitter thread? Give me details on structure. Okay, there we go. And this will take a little bit of time, but what we'll get is a very thorough understanding of what exactly would make a great post. So here's what we got from ChatGPT. And going through all of this, it's pretty legit. It's obviously taking from a lot of actual resources, so that's not really an issue. But as you can see, there are a couple of things here that are not super up to date and accurate, especially the bits about hashtags and tags. So I do definitely recommend whenever you create something with ChatGPT or ask for answers, do double check just to make sure it's all legit. So what we have done then is we've asked ChatGPT to remove the bits about the hashtags and then give all of that back to us in a PDF. And what we'll do is we'll click this download the PDF link. So now let's create the actual project. What we'll do is we'll head on over to new project on ChatGPT. We first have to give it a name. Let's call this our content creator. We'll then hit create project. And over here, what you'll see is a chat box where you'll actually enter in the input. Then you have the option to add files. Funny enough, we already have our file, which is the PDF that we created using ChatGPT, and some instructions. So let's begin adding the file. We'll click add files and then attach the PDF that we created. And those take a little bit of time, but it's super quick. And then the next thing we have to do is think about the instructions that we want to add. We already have instructions in mind. So what I'll do is I'll just add them here. So here is what I'm thinking. We'll give ChatGPT an unstructured YouTube video script. And what I wanted to do is convert it into a LinkedIn post and a X/Twitter thread using the resource, which is the PDF that we already attached. So then what I'll do is I'll click save, and that's all there is to it. So let's now test out our content creator. What I have is a YouTube video transcript. What I'll do next is I will paste it in the chat box here, and I'll then click enter. What happens next is it gives us both the LinkedIn post as well as the Twitter post. And I can see that all the information that was in the transcript is already here. And it's also following the insights and instructions in the PDF, which is great. But there are definitely things that I do not like, particularly the use of emojis. So the thing is, what you can do is you can head back into the content creator, go to instructions, and then at the bottom right, don't use emojis, and then click save. Let's try it out again. I'll click paste and then enter. And as you can see, there are no emojis. So we essentially fixed this. I hope you found this video on creating content with ChatGPT super useful. There's of course so much more that can be done with the projects feature on ChatGPT. So I do definitely recommend playing around with it. And I also definitely recommend going back and editing the output that you get from ChatGPT, because at the end of the day, it's really, really easy to differentiate AI content from content that's actually been written by people. And what makes your content special is your own perspective. So don't forget to add that in. And if you're interested in learning how to use ChatGPT and a bunch of other AI tools to create great content, do check out our upcoming workshop series with the incredible Trevor. He'll be going through framework, tools, and so much more. You definitely don't want to miss this. I'll see you in the next one.